Thank you for choosing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm your host, Ms.G. I come to you guys, and I would like to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon um, to everyone, wherever you are. But I come to you guys on this particular episode. It was with a very disturbing and heavy heart and anguish. I was very angry. I did my live stream. I was very upset that this happened and the manner and the way that it happened. Then I've been watching the George Floyd case, so I didn't really touch on that in this stream. But my heart goes out to the family of Dante Wright and all of the families that have lost anybody due to racism. So we're facing so much in this world, in this country right now, with different strands of the virus. I don't know if you guys have noticed too the low conversations that are now being had by the media. um, you don't really hear too much. Yeah, they stopped the Johnson & Johnson vaccine um, being distributed because of blood clots. But honestly, I really think the vaccine has been just killing motherfuckers. That's just my opinion, just to touch on that for a minute. But this particular stream was definitely an outrage of us just being killed, extinct. I'm very open and live on my stream because a lot of people are open and live with me on my stream. So I can't stress enough how the conversation really, really, really got serious. It got deep. A lot of my people were jumping in, and just to hear people's opinions and understand that it is levels to this life. It is laws to this life. It's definitely laws of attraction. uh, and learning and evolving each and every day. Each one teach one. And I appreciate my streamers coming in, jumping in, and talking to me about these issues that we have in this country. So, the conversation did get heated, but I do not, and I repeat, I do not promote any violence whatsoever. I would definitely like to speak to people in a blunt tone of understanding of pain and hurt. I do believe every African American person in this country should be receiving a mental health check just because we have watched decades of torture from another race. And that can be disturbing. And now that it's a continuous thing in the 2021, it's even more disturbing. So this stream was very interesting. It was very live. It was very blunt. If those that feel like I'm talking to you and I stepped on some toes and you're offended, oh well, I give no fucks. Because I hate racism, and I love all people, but I hate racism because it's dumb. It's just dumb to me just to not like a person because of the color of their skin. It's the dumbest shit. It's just dumb. It's dumb. It's like dumb. Like I don't like juicy fruit bubblegum, but I'm not gonna go and murder it. I don't know. I don't know. I like a lot of stuff, but it's not that serious to kill or hurt or harm. You know, and just keep teaching hate in this world. That wasn't a good analogy to compare it to, but the anguish and the frustration. Y'all know I come on my podcast, I'm real as day. You get Miss G all day. I earned my title, I earned my stripes from where I'm from. So now that we're in this new world, we could openly talk and everything, social media, blah, blah, blah. We need to start having these uncomfortable conversations. So, check it out. Definitely, I love your comments. I love those. Definitely subscribe. Hit the subscribe. And I'll catch y'all on the flip. Take a listen. I just don't see it happening. I don't see us teaching our youth what we were taught. We were taught, watch your tongue, hold your tongue, act like this, carry yourself like this, put yourself here. Now the whole thing from which we grew up and came, it's changed. Now it's just out in the open. It's okay to just kill black people. How in the hell is it not an uproar? How is it not an uproar right now? Like, I tried to take a few days and digest it with the Dante, the young man that got killed. And I saw the press conference with his aunt and how I felt her pain through the TV. What's up, Black? I felt her pain through the TV. Like, I really did. Because I got nieces and nephews. And Lord beholds, if something was to happen like this, I would be at that lady house. Yeah. So, for the life of me, it's troubling my spirit. I had to digest the George Floyd trial as well. So, now that closing arguments is done with that, like, why is it taking so long for us to get justice? And it's on video. It's on every platform. It's out there. Why is it taking so long for us to get justice? Why is it taking so long for the system to change? Are you fucking kidding me right now? I hate racism. I hate it with a passion. And for you to be a professional, been in your career, 20-some years, I think she was in her career as an officer, and you're training another officer to kill black people. That's what it seemed like to me. You were a training officer on that day, and you gonna say, I'm gonna show you how to kill a black person and get off. That's what I think happened. That's how that whole fucking day started. They walked in the office. What's up, Jim? Hey, Buck. How you doing? You got training today. Oh, okay. Who am I with? I'm going to show you how to kill a black person today. This is how this fucking conversation goes, man. I'm telling you. It's like... it is a lot of shit going on in Minnesota. But at the same time, it's a lot of shit that's going on everywhere. It ain't just Minnesota. Look what happened in South Carolina. When the young boy was just walking in the neighborhood and the white man just came out of nowhere and felt obligated to tell him he was in the wrong fucking neighborhood. Y'all don't own this world. White people. What the hell is going on? Y'all need to have a motherfucker come to Jesus meeting. Because y'all killing my people left and right, left and right. And as black people, I don't see how we're not outraged right now. Like, the list just keeps growing and growing. We keep marching and marching and marching and marching and marching and marching and marching. At this particular point, I'm about just ready. Like, let's just get this shit on and over with. What up, Jay? Like, at this particular point, let's just get it popping at this point. If you got beef, bitch, speak on it. Like, just to kill, that boy was 20 years old, and he had a child. Hell, it could have been my nephew. It could have been you. It could have been anybody. It could have been me. Like, this shit is not cool, bruh. Nah, I'm tired of saying RIP. I'm tired of seeing shirts. All this bullshit. And people speaking politically, well, it was a mistake. And no, the charges that bitch got should have been murder. First degree. Period. Period. Like, fuck that. Like, seriously, that shit pissed me off. It pissed me off that the military guy thought he could just punk the little boy. I couldn't have saw that. Like, I'm one of them people. I couldn't have saw that shit. I be like, who gives you the right to walk? And what the fuck? This is a free fucking country, bruh. And he lived over there. Y'all motherfuckers better wake up. You better goddamn get your kids, get your wives, get your shit together and start creating some kind of drill. Sam, what up? Right, he didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? I love all people. I cannot stress enough. But I am tired of black people being killed. I'm tired. Like, okay, white America, guess what? We know y'all motherfuckers say the N-word. We know y'all say it in your house. All day you can scream that shit. You can do double dutch with that shit in your house. But when you come outside popping that shit with the hate behind it, you should be ready to defend yourself. Y'all motherfuckers ain't catching the right people. Y'all ain't catching the right people. It could not be me. It could not be me. I'm sorry. If a motherfucking Karen came up to me, that'd be her last. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying that in a threatening way, but I feel threatened as a black woman. And I feel like my brothers and sisters are threatened too. Every day we go outside, it's not guaranteed we're going to come back. Yeah, that's life. But it's really not guaranteed if the law behind it is really not guaranteed. What if I'm the type of driver, if I got to take a shit, I'm going to turn my hazards on. Because number one, I'm legit. Number two, the whole everything legit. So if I turn my motherfucking hazards on, you catch me doing 65 and a 45 and I got a shit, I'm sorry. I don't deserve to die. Give me a motherfucking ticket. Did you see the white man pulling of the cop on the truck? They didn't shoot him. Hey, what's up, DeLong? How are you? I bet they didn't. No, I didn't see that. I bet they didn't. But they'll shoot the fuck out of us. We've been dead and gone. Oh, you talking about the old video with the ticket. With the old video when the man was screaming in the truck and then he got out and yelled and hollered and cussed the officer out. I think he tore up the ticket or some shit. I think I did see that. Oh, okay, it was just in Minnesota. No, I didn't see that one though. But I remember it was an old video that was going around the time Sandra Bland had got killed by the officers in jail. They said she committed suicide. You look at Sandra Bland's page and you look at the energy that she was and what she carried. That doesn't seem like a person that would want to commit suicide. Breonna Taylor loved her life. She didn't deserve to die. Michael Brown didn't deserve to die. None of these motherfuckers deserve to die. Excuse my language towards, I'm not saying them motherfuckers, but they never deserve to die. What's up, country boy? How you doing? And she said, oh, shit, I shot him. Yes, God is good, love. She said, I shot him. So you training another officer. So happens on that day. Yeah, that's fine. You training another officer to kill another race. Because you so happensly training that day. And do I believe this goes on in police departments? Yeah, especially in the South. Get paid, how are you? Especially in the South. especially in the South. No holds bars. They do not care. It's like a hunt, and we're the prey. And I take that from what? Menace to society? That's how they train each other. That's how they train each other. That's the human deer hunt. That's good, love. That's the human, we are the deers. And they out here hunting the fuck out of us. And I'm livid. I'm so livid. I'm disgusted. Why? Because I love my black youth. I love my black skin. I love everything about being black. Call me the angry black woman if you may. Hell yeah, I'm angry. Y'all out here killing my people. It's not going to be too much longer before it's Are we reproducing at a rate that we should be? Do we have families like we should have in the black community? Are we helping one another? No, we still got shit within ourselves to fix like every community does. The war is here. It's here. It's at our front fucking door. The war is here, black. The war is here already. It's already here. We just ain't caught on to it yet. We ain't caught on to it. We haven't defended ourselves. We're waiting on a judge and a jury. God is my judge and my jury. And this right here is wrong. To be extinct, exterminated. Who the hell wanna do that? No, we can't defend ourselves. If we defend ourselves, we're wrong. You're the angry black man, you're the angry black woman. We take it to the justice system, we wrong, we lose. But every black motherfucker in America right now should be getting a mental health check. Y'all follow me now. Podcasting now. Every black person in America should be getting a mental health check. Period. It ain't even no explanation behind it. It's so crazy because you know what you can honestly say? It gives me anxiety to go outside. It gives me anxiety because you never know. And they be like, oh, that's live. You can say that about anything. Nah, but we definitely could say this about this shit here. Them blue lights get behind you. Ain't no telling whether you gonna live or die. Every storm, what's up, baby? Ain't no telling where you gonna live or die. So we gotta worry about being black. How are you, love? We gotta worry about taking care of our family, going out, making the daily dollar. Hope and praying we don't get caught by the Jakes just being black, or Karen, or Joseph, or Smith. I don't give a fuck what your names is. If you're racist, please stay the fuck away from me. Right, or up charges. Like, this shit is retarded. And like I said, I love all people. But right now, as a black American, my life, I feel like it's threatened. And I feel like the law is the threat. This is crazy. This shouldn't be happening. In 2021? Nah, this shit shouldn't be happening in 2021. We should be way over this at 2021. Why are we still having discussions about color? Like, why? Why is that a fucking topic? I don't care what color you are. Because when you cut us, Guess what color we bleed? Unless you're a fucking alien and you got some gooey, gunky, purpley looking shit. But this shit has me livid. And I laugh to keep from crying. Every time you turn on the news. It's bad enough we killing ourselves. But it's even worse when you got people who took an oath. And then, okay, you think, okay, it's just the police. Nah, it's these motherfucking doctors, too. We gotta get our life, yo. That's why I promote black-owned businesses. That's why I promote. That's why I want to speak to y'all. If y'all, you want to be on the podcast, you want to interview, you got something going on. I don't care if it's detailing. Thank you for the love. I don't care if it's, selling cookies. I don't give a fuck if you're cleaning the building carpet. I don't care what you're doing. We have to build a tight niche in our communities. We need to develop some kind of code, some kind of understanding. Because you know what? Al Sharpton and them can't do it like they used to no more. We don't have too many more leaders. And we need to start following the teachings. We need to start teaching our kids how to protect themselves. Thank you. So my heart is heavy. It's really heavy. This shit is not a game. You think, oh, I'm going to just walk to the store, go get me a cigar, get me some cigarettes, or what we say, Lucy's. That's what we say. My internet is horrible, y'all. It goes through these spells. Or they might just be messing my shit up because I'm telling the truth. Facts. So I can't stress enough how livid I am. And if you have children, you should be livid too. It's scary. This is a big scary world. CT, what's good? Like I said, I ain't never feared nothing, no entity, but God, the Most High God. So to be black in America and be a target in America, the shit we helped build or built solely, I don't understand why every black person is not in an uproar right now. What are we scared of? Have we heard any more about the Capitol? Any of those people, have we heard anything about that? Is there any trials going on? Did they really lock these people up? Did we really as a community follow through? Did we really follow through as a country? No, it's going to be buried like the rest of the shit. And they still going to kill black people. R.I.P. R.I.P. New Day, how are you? I'm so tired of it. You can't mistake a gun for a taser. The weight is different. I'm licensed to carry. I take pride in being a black woman who does carry. Hello, Valencia. I take pride in, being able to go to the gun range, go to shoot, have fun, and learn my weapons. Now look at, how are you? But for her to get manslaughter is a complete disrespect to the black community. It's a complete disrespect to that young man and his family. We as black people have to start mending relationships. We have to start making our community better because we are being extinct. We are being killed, murdered, hunted. And we see it every day. Every day. If you got siblings, you got kids, you should pray. You should pray. Because back in the day, you know, we thought our moms and grandparents, you know, we thought they were really, you know, like, damn, y'all couldn't drink out the same water fountain. And, oh, they would spit on y'all and throw rocks. And we used to sit back and say, oh, it couldn't have been us. Hell no. Hell no. Well, it's happening right now. And I don't encourage violence. I'm more like Malcolm, less like Martin. You have to defend yourself. You have to know your rights. You have to be able to, ready to stand on that front line, because right now, we're not protected. It's not a coincidence this woman has the experience that she has as an officer. Hell, she could have been an upstanding officer. Who knows? But at this particular point in time in your career, your training, and the day kind of went something like this. Hey, what's up, Jim? Hey, what's going on? I'm training you today, and I'm going to train you how to kill a nigger. That's what I believe the conversation was. And then I'm going to train you all the way to the fullest extent to say, oh shit, I shot him. It was a mistake. And watch I get off scot-free. That was the training. Manslaughter? No, she deserved first-degree murder. Yeah, it happens every time. And I'm just sick of it, sis. I'm sick of it because the list is getting longer, and longer. I'm sick of it because all we do is march. The fuck is marching gonna do? Like the little boy in the sidewalk type of thing. Shout out to South Carolina, because South Carolina, the natives there, they showed up at the dude house. And if I could have been there, I would have showed up too. Like, yeah, come outside with that shit now. If I lived in the community, come outside with that shit now. Motherfucker, you gotta move. How dare you? So we can't walk in our own communities. We can't have nice things. Little boy was doing an ROTC drill with the fake wood rifle. Black little boy. Come to find out his mama married a white guy, which he loves his father. He outside doing ROTC drills. You see him doing about phase, right flank, present arms. Bitch, have you not ever seen any type of ROTC? Nothing. Grandkids? Nothing. And the first thing you do is call the fucking police. That boy could have died. Because he had a wooden rifle in his hand. Luckily, the police probably looked at that shit and like, man, that's that ROTC. Come on. People, are we fucking serious? He was a kid. I'm livid. I'm livid because I'm tired. You know, I'm tired of the conversations, and they're uncomfortable conversations. But these uncomfortable conversations need to be had, and you have to have these uncomfortable conversations with your family, with your kids. You gotta watch your front, back, side to side, the whole way round. The military black, what was the sergeant, pulled over in Virginia. They maced his ass. What the fuck? Are y'all seeing this shit? How I'm seeing it? Because I'm like, what if black people did that type of behavior? Trials wouldn't be long. The trial wouldn't be long. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. Thank you. The trials would be very short, straight to the point. Thank you, baby. So, I'm not really understanding how we can sit back and just digest it. You know, I'm not really understanding, like, what are we doing as a black race? What are we doing as a people besides marching? We, you know, at some point we gonna have to fight back. And I'm not saying I promote violence, but if my life is threatened, it's killed or be killed. It's a doggy dog world. King Rail, what's good, love? It's a doggy dog world. So it's killed to be killed. At this particular point, you know, I hate to be so serious with y'all. Normally I'm in a different vibe. But just me watching the press conference with the aunt, like I said, I felt her pain. We gotta join the NFAC. Okay. Yes. And you know what, sis? I'm all for it. Whatever I need to join, whatever I need to sign up, if I don't create something myself, I'm all in. Because at this particular point, this is a shame. This is disturbing. As a black person, like we got to meet at the table, and I love all people, but we need to have a black people meeting. Hello, could somebody call and tell them to open up? I don't care if it's a warehouse, a church. You know, can we have a meeting? Somebody go get Farrakhan. Somebody go get somebody. Can we have a meeting? Can we discuss some shit? Get Cube. Get Ice Cube. Everybody jumped down Ice Cube throat. When he stepped up. Just blatantly killing us, man. So I'm at my level with it. I'm at my wits. Like, big facts. It's tired. It's depressing. It's sad. Every black person in America should be getting a mental health check from the government. You want to know why? Because it's traumatizing to see for a stint of a lifetime for your people, a person that looks like you, a person of your skin, time after time after time after time, get killed. That's mental health. Y'all don't fuck with me. Y'all ain't hearing me. That's mental health. Growing up, I'm an 80s baby. So from the time I could understand racism and what it was about and how it was explained to me, traumatizing. We need more black CEOs, y'all. We need more togetherness. We need more love in our community. Because they run the companies. They running the money. There's not a lot of us that are running it. And those that do have it, that are thousandaires, are they really truly invested back into their communities? It's levels to this. And I hope that we can come out on top. I really do. I hope we could come out on top. I hope we could fight this in another way than war. I pray for that young man's family and his beautiful child. I pray for all the families that have just lost someone to racism, to hate. That's exactly what it is hate. Why would you hate someone because of the color of their skin? That's why I smile. That's why I hold my head up high. That's why I sit. That's why I carry myself in a certain way, in a fashion. Because we're hated. Now we're being hunted. And it's legit. So I wanted to set that on y'all table. I want to set that on the table for y'all to digest, to take in. You know, a lot of us, they like, oh, they ain't got nothing to do with us. Got everything to do with you. Shinna. Did I say that right? Shinna?
Yeah, that's right. You said it. You said it right.
How are you, love?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm blessed. I'm just on here paying homage to that young man and the family, and just in an uproar, a little disgusted right now because we've been extinct the way we are.
Oh, no. Don't take it like that. You know, everything has its purpose and reasons. But they get you looking one way, look at the other way, because what you don't see is what really happening. You know, it's not what you see, it's what you don't see that really affects you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I mean, I you know, the video was kind of right on point. Like, I don't understand how you can mistake a gun and a taser. The weight is just not the same.
I mean, they've been doing that for years.
Facts. You're absolutely
so
right. It's decades. Decades.
yes.
Decades. And it gets
Right.
it gets tiring. Like, I think every black person in America should get a mental health check. The government should be paying all of us. Like, we should get a check every month just because we're black. And the torture that we've gone through in this country. Mental health reason. Because why? It's carrying on from generation after generation after generation after generation.
But listen,
Al, how are you?
it ain't even about, it's like, you gotta understand, you gotta know who you are. You see what I'm saying? You don't went through about 5 names. They don't call y'all black, African American, colored, Negroes, niggas. They changed the name 5 times, and each of them was different every few years. But you can't find no black nation though, you know. And they call y'all, oh, this black man. Well, where's the black nation? Is That's not a nationality. When you tell people or you see somebody, you say, what's your nationality? Like, for example, they say, oh, a man from China, he's considered Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
Or Japan, he's Japanese. Or a man from Europe, he's European. Or a man from Germany, he's Germany. You know, that's a nationality. But when it comes to the people over here in America, you ask them, what's your nationality? They say black. Well, that's not a nationality. That's a.
And I agree with you. And I agree because you know what? We do have an identity crisis. Hell,
Right.
a lot of us don't know about the identity crisis. A lot of us ain't been educated to put on upon the identity crisis, but we do suffer from that.
Right, because if you know the roots, if you go back, see, history is very important. It's very important that you know history, because if you don't, you're bound to repeat the same shit over and over. You see what I'm saying? Now, yes, we are Moors. You know what I'm saying? You go to the 1400s on down, and you see what they was calling so-called black people, Moors. You know what I'm saying? So when you get back in your rightful status as a Moor, then you know law. You know your constitutional rights. You know that you have rights. You have God rights. Because the Bible, the Constitution is based on a holy and based on the Bible. You know, with the amendments,
And you know
the
what?
commandment.
And I agree with you. And I don't really like. I don't care if you're a Moor. I don't care if you're a Muslim. I don't really care what title, preference, whatever people choose to be, use, practice in faith. All I care about is how we being extinct. And it's levels to this. It's so many levels to this. Yes, you need to know the laws. Yes, you need to be educated. Yes, you need to know that we suffer from mental health and identity crisis. But at the same time, you have these practices and these teachings out there. Knowledge is everything.
All right.
But you don't deserve to be pulled over and shot for some bullshit, even if you know your rights.
But listen, if you are in your Moorish status, if you don't see, the police cannot operate in their jurisdiction. The reason why they can kill you or get away with murder is say because of if you consider yourself or you claiming to be black, if you look at the etymology of the word black and look at it from a Black's Laws dictionary, you'll know the meaning of it, and you'll know why. Because being black, you have no rights. You consider 1/3 of a man.
Right.
You see, that's the
and those laws haven't changed.
No. So if you consider yourself as a Moor and you have your status, if the policy enforcers, because that's what police are, policy enforcers. They only enforce policies, which is under their jurisdiction.
Knowledge. Facts. I agree with you.
Under jurisdiction. When you under this jurisdiction, you consider property. Mm-hmm. Being black, you have no rights. They look at you as a business. So in a business, you see any business that's been ran in America, you have policies, you have statutes, codes, regulations, rules.
Right.
You are considered a property. You fall under the category of rules. You know, you're not considered a human being or a sentient being no more.
Right. You're speaking facts. You're speaking facts.
You're a corporation.
Right.
You understand? That's why you got America. You see the same thing. You got in any business, you got a president, vice president, Congress, all that, and it just goes down to the bottom. Employees, citizens are the employees of the United States. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you have to know you're someone own you, and you're not in your rightful jurisdiction. When you be able to teach yourself and come in aware of yourself as, wait, I'm not black, I'm a Moor. I have rights. I have constitutional rights. Now check this out. If they touch you, that's a $200,000 fine. You could play with the money, the fiat, all you want. You could say, "Oh, you touch me, that's $1 million."
Right. You can amp the ante. You can amp the ante on them.
when you in your rightful jurisdiction, right? They can't preach your jurisdiction. That's in breach of contract. You know what I'm saying? Because police are policy enforcers, which you are not in that jurisdiction. So you don't fall in a category. Oh, I'm a citizen of the United States, because the United States is a corporation. It's not a country. That's what people fail to realize. It's a corporation. It's a business.
Oh yeah.
You know, you look at the American flag. That's the commerce flag. You look at the Moroccan flag. That's the real flag of a nation.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? When you are part of a nation, they can't touch you, because you're a part of a nation. If you're not claiming no nation, or you're not part of a nation, then you're just collateral. You're just people that's affected
Expendable.
by war.
You're expendable.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're expendable. You know what I'm saying? So because you hold the title of citizen, or when you fill an application, are you a U.S. citizen? Are you a citizen? They want you to be that citizen so bad. Even your driver license, citizen. You know, citizen. I'm a citizen of America. Yeah, you're a good shooting bag.
Right. You speaking it. You speaking it. You speaking it.
Yeah, it's real stuff. And when you claim these fictitious titles and all this, you're not a sentient being. I'm a living sentient being. You see what I'm saying? That's what you need to tell. That's what you need to let them policies enforcers realize. And the only true officers that uphold the law is marshal and the sheriff. Not the police. Call if you gonna call. We see why they got sheriff. They got sheriff and they got police.
Mm-hmm.
That's two different jurisdictions. That's two different entities.
Right.
Don't get them all mixed up in the same boat.
Right.
They two different.
See, when you start talking the extra factuals, you see the internet want to act up. The actual factuals, when you start reaching out, each one teach one. Y'all know I'm a very strong believer in us teaching each other, us vibing, us understanding, nobody being disrespectful. You know, a person has every right to have their opinion and believe what they believe. So, you know, that brother was on here speaking actual factuals. And, you know, we are just like expendable. We are. We just, this country is full of shit. I'm sorry, I'm not proud to be an American. I'm not. And can you fucking blame me? Like, can you blame me? Everything you was taught was a lie. Everything you taught was a lie. Because when you go back and you research and you do history and you research and you go back and you start getting understanding, then you start understanding, goofball, what's good, love? You start understanding that there's many different versions of the Bible. You start understanding, look up 1492. I sure will look up 1492. You start understanding some shit ain't right. You know, one of my strongest teachings came from my father. I was a teenager. And I couldn't understand why he had all these Bibles on his table, all these spiritual things, you know, on his table. And I said, Daddy, you read all that? I said, you believe, you practice, you know, da, da, da. You know, he was like, baby, God has many different faces. And that stuck with me. It really did. It stuck with me. You know, and that's actual factuals. You know, whatever your faith is, whatever you need to believe in, you need to believe in it. And I think as a black community, we need to pull together. I don't care, like I said, I don't care if you're Moor, I don't care if you're a Christian. I don't care if you're a Jew. I don't care if you're Israelite. I don't care about none of that. Whatever you believe in practice, that's your business. You know, we got Moors out here representing. Y'all saw the videos. I saw them. You know, one particular, a black male, I don't know what they stopped. I don't know. He was in a truck. But he pulled out a piece of paper and he was talking his knowledge, talking his message, and they couldn't touch him whatsoever. And he drove the hell off. Like, I wish y'all would. So it's truths to what this young man is talking about. It's some truths to this. You know, I haven't particularly dug deep into Moors. You know, I haven't did my research, but from what I've saw and how they state law and how they spread their teachings, it's some pretty righteous shit. Just saying. Is that gonna help the black community? I don't know. Is everybody gonna run and be a Moor? Are we all gonna be protected? I don't give a fuck. We need to do something. We need to have a couple Jesus meeting or something. Y'all don't think so? We need to have some kind of table talk. We need to figure it out because the kids don't deserve to die. Shit, hell, they ain't even asked to be here. He was 20-year-old with a child. Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. I don't give a fuck what George Floyd was on when he was in that store. At the end of the day, did he deserve a knee in the back of his neck? And then he tells you he can't breathe. And he not resisting arrest. I'm tired of marching. I just want to get down to the ugly truth. Let's get to the head of the snake. as the old school saying goes, you know, Annie up. You know. And if you don't know that song, you need to Google it. You need to YouTube it. Annie up. Cause I'm at that point. You know. I'm at that point. So, you know, I can't stress enough, y'all. We gotta pull together. We gotta be able to work it out. And I don't have the answer. I'm disgusted. I don't have the answer.
A whole lot of that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. A whole lot of that.